I thought, sorry everyone, I was posting this. No. Okay, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've just been chatting for a long time. I thought this live stream was actually working, and turns out it wasn't. Anyway, okay, that's frustrating. I might not go back over what I said because maybe that wasn't meant to be put out there. And so I will just continue with the reading from here. So if you're watching, welcome. I'm Louise, and I'm here to give you your weekly guidance. I'm recording this the week before Easter in 2026. So, but if you fall across this at any time over your FYP, know that this is for you at that time. I'm recording this live, which I don't normally like to do just because my phone's playing up and I can't record and then edit. So this will be unedited, sorry. My phone is full of data and it won't let me record anything new. So I'm going to continue on with the reading. So if I do ignore you, if you pop up, just please just don't take offense. I get very distracted very easily, so I try and tune out that kind of thing so that I can keep going with the reading. So the first card that I pulled out was Poppy, and it says dreams. And I'm sorry that it is not very clear on my phone camera for you. So just pay attention to your dreams at the moment. It sounds very generic, but there are messages coming through for you in your dream space. If you are someone who astral travels and moves throughout the realms in your dreams, please pay particular attention to the messages and things coming through and the scenes that you are working through in those times and zones. There's a lot of healing going on and a lot of movement going on. So I shared before I realized that this wasn't working that I just had my great aunt who passed a couple of months ago come through to me the night before last in my dreams, and she was accompanied by someone that I did not know. I knew that person was not family, but it was a message to say I'm okay and I'm with this person. I rang another family member who is living to see if I could find out who that other person was that came through, and she knew who I was talking about. So there are definitely messages coming through. So pay attention to them. If you need to journal or voice record your dreams after you wake up, then please do, because if you're like me, I dream up to 5 years in advance of things that are going to happen in my life. And I dream the exact situation, the exact visuals, words, all of that happens in the situation. So it can be handy to think back and have that reference there, because quite often I'll go, oh my God, I'll forget about it until it happens. And then it's just a confirmation that you're on the right path. But anyway, just pay attention to your dreams and what's coming through, because you are being guided and you do have messages coming through at this time. Another card I pulled was Horsetail and Patience. And I'm sorry for it being blurry. But I feel like obviously patience is required at this time. I do feel that there are things moving in our dream space that are happening behind the scenes, and you might be getting hints and you might be seeing little tidbits of information in your dream space about what's actually moving. So what situation is changing for you, you might get a pre-information about that. And I feel like Horsetail is just saying to have a little bit of patience around that. So you might be getting glimpses of what's coming up, but just to stay grounded and centered in the highest dimension that you can be on this earth. So there's a lot of drama going on in this world right now. There is a lot of negativity in the media, and I have personally chosen to turn it all off. And as soon as someone here in Australia starts to talk to me about fuel prices, I will change the subject and move on. I am not getting dragged into it, and I don't want to be a part of that. Yes, it is happening and it is real, but I'm choosing to stay above. And the more of us that can choose to stay above this situation and this propaganda and this fear mongering that is happening, especially in our press here in Australia. They're trying to elicit so much emotion from people. They're trying to get people to engage with all of this. And I'm really choosing to take a step back. And I feel that the more people that do this, we will keep helping the planet to rise. So I feel like it is a last-ditched effort of the 3D to really try and reclaim their power. So I feel like the more of us that can stay in our own power and not be dragged into this and stay higher, we will reap the benefits of that. And as people say, the light has already won. We've got to believe that, and we've got to stay true to that at this point. And I feel that that's really important, but we do need to stay patient in that. So I feel like things are starting to move and things are starting to change, but it might not just show it right at this time. And it might take a little bit more time for things to really start to kick into gear for change for you. And if you're a horsey person and you have horses around you, or you can get access to a horse, I really recommend spending some time in some horse energy at this point. Horses are very healing, I guess is the word. They have a massive heart and they can give and receive like Reiki energy healing. I've worked with a couple of clients that have had horses, and the horse knows, the horse feels things. And yeah, I really feel like if you can be, they are really healing. And I feel like if you can be in their space too, that might be beneficial to you at this time. I do feel like I've got two cards here. One is, I can't use my shoulder. One is called Guardian here. And this one is actually dragon's blood, but the eye also gives me the same meaning. So right now we are being watched and protected by the higher guardians of this planet. They are with each of us individually and collectively. They are watching, and I feel like if you're someone who tunes into dragon energy or who works with the dragons or knows about the dragons, I would really recommend stepping into a place where you can really spend some time in meditation or guided dream space type work where you can work with the dragons at this time. I think they've got a lot to give us and a lot of energy to help us and guidance as well. So it's not just the dragons, but I do see them coming up a little bit at this time, and I really feel like they are there. So if you know how to work with them and do work with them, please do so at this time. But otherwise, our guardian spirits are guiding us through this time. And it's really interesting because when I look at this card, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to get it to focus, but there's actually a person in the middle of this. Yet when I hold it back, to me, it looks like a phoenix. I don't know if you can see that. So I do believe it is a time of transformation and change, and we are rising from the ashes. We just have to be a little bit patient about it. I think things are starting to move, but they're not going full speed. But to really lean into that higher realm guardianship that is available to us and guidance, and know that we are being watched and protected. So along with the Phoenix, I also pulled the card of Transfiguration, which is really amazing that I saw that in that card as well. So some people, this is working with plants. This is a plant deck, okay? But this is reminiscent of the Tower card to me in the tarot. And it's about, this says transfiguration, so transformation and change. Okay, so we really are in the midst of change. I don't see this as scary and as worrying. I feel like we've already gone through this, and I feel like we are rising from the ashes as the phoenix has. So we've gone through that period of change where things have fallen down, and we're about to step into the rebuild phase, but we're just in this pause before everything starts to be rebuilt in a different way. So don't be afraid of this, but know things are changing, even though to you it may not look like that at this point in time. It is actually changing, and we are going to rebuild from the ashes even stronger than ever before. And the card after that I had pulled says revival. And again, some of you may notice that you have Kundalini awakening or spiritual awakening happening at this time. And maybe that was what the death was in your life, was the death of your old self spiritually. And now you are reborn as a higher dimensional and spiritual person. And maybe you're going through transformation in that. Or perhaps your life is facing a lot of transformation, and as I said in earlier, I'm choosing to stay and rise above all of everything that is happening at this time. And I really feel like this card is guiding us to do that as well. We are soaring above all the chaos on the ground. We are watching it. We're keeping an eye on it. We know when to swoop down and how to use the wind currents and warm currents that eagles use to glide through the air to retain their energy. And they pounce when they need to pounce, but they just glide and take use of the currents available to them at the time to stay above and to stay floating and to not use too much energy. And I feel that that is really important for us at this time. We can use what is available to us in the spiritual realm and in the earthly realm, because there is a lot there available to us to use. We just have to look for it. So we just have to maintain that higher perspective, and we just have to look for the clues and the little gems when we see them, and grab them and pick them up and utilize them, okay, without expending too much energy of our own self during the day and weeks and months and whatever else. Eagles are sort of a more solitary animal, and I'm feeling that may be important for you. Maybe you're fairly solitary in life, and I feel like it's not a bad thing at this time. I feel like because you're solitary more, you're able to retain your energy closer to you and make sure that it does not get influenced too much by others around you. And I feel that it's a real strength at this time, and we are being called to be the leaders into the next wave of consciousness arising. And I don't feel like, if we're in the thick of the mass of everyone else, I feel like it would be 10 times harder to be able to lead from that position. So if you are someone who is fairly solitary, take heart, because I don't feel it's forever, but I do feel at this time it's a real benefit for that to happen. Okay, let's see if there's anything else coming through for us with that message. I'm really feeling just to stay with this deck at the moment. So for anyone wondering, it is the Herbal Astrology deck. I've got lots of different decks, but you know, sometimes I don't really use them, and sometimes I just channel what I need, what comes through. And yeah, I feel like that one. Oh yeah, cool. So this one says Yarrow Harmony. And I feel that's just another message that we can work together as individuals to make the world a better place and to make our lives a better place. I'm also getting that in your own life, you have the chance to be the eagle soaring above, but you also have the opportunity to find out and seek others that are like-minded and work in harmony together. And I feel like this could bring some real advantages and opportunities to you in the next couple of months. So look out for that. Be picky with who you let into your realm. But I do feel like there's some opportunities coming up. I feel as though those of us that are ready and have been healing for a long time have already probably picked out a couple of people that we know we can work with, and are probably starting to even maybe work together with a couple of people for the greater good, both of ourselves in this life and humanity. So if you're with me on that path, I feel like there's going to be some opportunities coming up in the next few months for you to work together with someone that will grow you and your business or your life or your money or your job opportunities. It will grow all of that. So pay attention to that, but please be really discerning about who you let in. But I feel like if you've been healing and you've been a leader for quite a while, you will know who that is and who it's not. And I'm just being drawn to pull a card from the Dragon deck. So yeah, I feel really positive. I don't know if you feel the same. I have a really positive feel at this time. I know that there's so much negativity out there, but I actually feel the undercurrents of change, and I feel like things are shifting and have shifted, and I feel as though I feel really positive. So I don't know if you feel the same, but I do about the next couple of coming up months. And I feel like opportunities are just going to start opening up even more. So the dragon card I pulled was Crystal Yellow Dragon, and it opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your own crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Yeah, exactly what I've been saying. So you may have opportunities to learn as well, but I really feel like I feel like it's more taking what we've already learnt and sharing that with others, and putting in, I want to say SOPs, which are standard operating procedures, for the next generation or for those following in our footsteps, so they know how to move forward as well. So if you're someone that meditates, making sure that you're connecting in and to the higher sources, to Father Sky, Mother Earth, or whoever you connect with, and really channeling that energy through you at this time, I really feel like we can be that golden beacon of light towards other people. And I feel that that is your calling right now. And I feel like the hard work has been done, and this is about to be a bread and butter type situation where we get to reap in the rewards of everything that we have paved the way for previously. So tuning into your crown chakra to really make sure that you are operating from a place where you need to be and following your own inner guidance, and staying highly aware and attuned of your own energy and all the possibilities that are open for you. Okay, so I hope that has helped you today. So what I normally do after a reading, because I'm also a healer, I offer a quick 10-minute Reiki healing send at the end of my reading. So if you want to stay for that, please do. If you don't, that is fine. You can click on. I thank you for watching the reading for this week, and I hope it has helped you. I guess the major take homes are that we are being guided by our guardian spirits. We are the phoenix rising from the ashes. We are in a spot where opportunities are going to start coming in because we've done the hard work and we have moved forward. So if you would like a healing to help you with that, then I invite you to stay. Now, I haven't organized music for that time. for the 10 minutes. So I'm sorry about that. I keep meaning to do that every week and then I keep forgetting. So if you want to stay for the healing, then just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Well, you don't have to close your eyes, but if you're in a place and you feel like doing so, then you're more than welcome to. I invite you to just sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy this peaceful experience. Hopefully it will go quiet as I don't have any music in the background, and I will let you know if there's any messages coming through as I'm doing it. So yeah, so if you're sitting back now, just take in a deep breath. Just release all of the hardships that have taken you to get to today. Breathing in again, just gently and softly, and releasing everything that needs to be released. Okay, very good. So I'm going to start now. I'm just going to focus at this point on your crown chakra. So you may feel some heat or some tingling. You may feel nothing at all. Everything is okay. Just trust and accept that this is working. I feel like someone could have a bit of a headache today. If so, just open up that channel in your brain, in your mind, in your chakra, making sure that that channel is open, but then also grounding that energy through your crown chakra, down through your body, down to the ground and into Mother Earth, sending roots all the way down to the core. And then receiving that energy back up from Mother Earth into your feet, into your legs, into your body, into your arms, and into your head and crown. And then you can shoot that energy all the way up to the furthest point in the universe. And then welcome back down that energy from the furthest point in the universe through that same channel down into your crown, down into your head, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your hips, your legs, your feet, and down all the way to Mother Earth. Opening yourself up to both Father energy and Mother energy, and balancing your energy as yin and yang, as one, working together. So I'm just sending the energy through. Someone feels like they have a blocked nose or a blocked sinus or a cold. Remember to support your body through these times. I feel like someone who's watching has some grief attached to their heart at this time. We can have grief from a lot of different things. It can be grief of a lost relationship or loved one, job, opportunity, It can also be grief over the way that we thought our life would be, and perhaps it's not at this time. And it's okay to feel that. Just know that. But just working to release that. And your guides and ancestors are with you at this time, helping you to do that as well. It's okay to speak up too. I feel like someone has some throat chakra issues. Could just be the person who has the cold is having a sore throat as well, or it could be something completely different. Maybe you're afraid to speak up about the grief that you're feeling or things that have gone wrong. Know that it's okay to speak your truth. We need to speak our truth with love, and it's okay to do so. Yeah, that's good. That was a good release. Okay, someone's hanging on to some anxiety and you're having trouble breathing. So this is you, I really want you to focus on taking a huge big breath in and really expanding those lungs right now. Opening them up to your full capacity, holding it for a second and then releasing it out. That's good. Keep focusing on that over the coming days and week. Just keep taking a deep breath every time you feel anxious. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to breathe. You're allowed to expand your body. You do not need to shrink into it. You're allowed to exist. I'm just grounding your energy now, everyone. I'm sending some purple healing energy through, so some of you may see that. And we are done. You can open your eyes and come back. I want to thank you for staying here for that little bit of an energy healing. I hope that helped you, and I hope that set you up for this week and helped you with the upcoming changes for this week and in staying above all of the negativity that is out there this week. And I send you all my love. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed that, and I really look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks, everyone. Bye.